Now together, looking for another opportunity as Chovy no flash, and there's a Rune Prison. Hookshot does come on forward as Effort tanking up the turret for so long, and they do manage to get that first blood, but man, that was pretty close, and Duro is able to get that kill so far. And aiming with full control of this bottom lane right now, I think that means KT should be able to take this without too much of a response from GenG.
With Infernal and Cloud already not available.
It's got to be a Mountain Soul, right? Some smoke and mirrors and try and get that extra damage. And so therefore, like, being able to get that health bar back could be good, as Duro going to get kicked back here by Cuz. BDD looking for an angle, but Duro does have that Inspire, but there is the Rune Prison. And unfortunately, Duro not able to macro. This is looking like some round one macro that we saw from KT, which was a lot cleaner. BDD able to cheat that Realm Warp over to the other side of the wall. The GenG do make it out, another kick, but a great snare from Chovy. Flashes, so the Resonating Strike doesn't work. The Overwhelm, not going to be enough, but Canyon will be able to shut down Effort. Cuz now taking a lot of damage, has to flash it out of the way, and the train coming on over. Keen not able to hit anyone, but Canyon gets over that wall. Great satchel there from aiming to try and keep Cuz alive, but it does not work.
Now Perfect's trying to be annoying here.
Do they, like, KT are just interrupting backs all over the place. Duro is just dead. Yeah, really clean.
For the Scion to go back, knows it's an easy target, and now they can just look for this tower. It's satchel range for aiming right now.
Yep, he is able to just blow that one up immediately.
But maybe after the scrying trinket came down, he just knew he was kind of dead.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be many options to get him out of that one, as Keen, once again, having to use that ultimate very defensively here towards this bottom side. And this Serpent Spang really doing some work for Perfect as well to cut down that Soul Furnace. Is now Cuz moving in, just going to get knocked up by that Q, but gets the kickback onto the Scion. Keen fully separated from his team, but the rest of them are moving in. Mega Inferno Bomb going to be enough to shut him down, but there goes Effort as well. And the Zombie Scion is actually doing a fair bit of work here, as Cuz will be able to finish him off in the end. A 1-for-1 top laner for support.
Yeah, we keep comparing Homewood from yesterday to today with HLE and KT, but they're playing the map.
Oh,
really
BDD just going to walk over, gets the Crescent Guard out of Canyon, who decides to go back in, flash out from Perfect to avoid Chovy's damage, which is really starting to stack up. Still, KT just going to move back looking for Soul Point.
Yeah, some oversteps there. Cost Perfect his flash in that situation.
A lot of his health bar as well, as he's looking to take down this red buff. Ruler on the minefield, needs to be very, very careful, as in goes Keen once again. Hextech Ultimatum holds him in position, but Keen's already starting to be a bit difficult to get through, and GenG are going to be able to move themselves over, aiming caught off to the side, but my god, the damage from this Ziggs is absolutely absurd. And yeah, Duro is probably dead if he gets hit by that one. Keen already taken down. It's BDD that locks up that kill, but now Canyon in this pit. Steal from Cuz, Mega Inferno Bomb, and everyone is dead. It's only Ruler left alive, and the Realm Warp will secure his fate. Is that a Quadra for aiming it? Predicting for them. It is going to be this inner turret falling down, and it's a best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. We might be getting a little bit too far ahead of ourselves, but KT are looking absolutely phenomenal here. And sometimes, you know, like, if someone took the test and you could watch it the day before, why not just copy it? You know, it's the same exam. As now Cuz is going to have his ride stopped there a little bit as Shelly is taken down, so not able to get another charge.
It makes you wonder, during these 2 weeks, I mean, KT and HD win drawn against each other. May have been
that's a good point, as now Keen separated once again. A great satchel as well to make sure that this Scion is just completely disconnected from the rest of his team. Going to be a dead turret. If aiming wants it, and there it goes.
Aiming is just being dominated.
The thing as well is that they saw yesterday's games, right? But the Camille wasn't denied from the Ziggs. And Evans had a great game as well, as now Duro caught out of position, just slammed into the wall and taken down. Canyon could also be in trouble as well. Crescent Guard trying to keep him okay, but it's a great satchel charge, and Cuz goes in. Now Keen gets over the wall, and they do manage to lock down Effort. But now Keen could be in an awkward spot. Perfect over the wall here. There's a Shock Blast being deflected by Chovy. That is all they're going to be able to. Some of them hitting. Doing almost a fair bit of work.
5,000 damage from the Ziggs already.
Oh dear, Effort not actually able to move in, and that is Chovy finding the pick off. It's a solo in the end, actually, is now BDD fighting against Canyon as Ruler moves over. Keen going to be taken out. There goes Duro as well. And BDD is able to Realm Warp his way back to his teammates. That is going to be the steal of the Drake going over to GenG, denying the soul.
Right. So something they have to keep in mind in these extended poke wars.
Effort? is absolutely a secret agent. Hook shots towards Canyon here. Hextech ultimatum, nowhere for him to go. And down goes the Xin Zhao Crescent Guard. Just barely not off cooldown just yet as, my God, thank goodness for a rebuttal out of Chovy.
And honestly, thank goodness that Aiming's ult wasn't up yet, because I was looking for the cooldown. Level 16 now hit.
Well, now it's up.
Insane.
And it's very big. That is a big Inferno Bomb. I think Mega's probably a good enough word. All right, Aiming taking a lot of damage from Ruler, though. Mega Inferno Bomb does nothing if you're dead. As there's a Rune Prison onto Keen. They're trying to dissuade the engage from the Scion. And Effort looking for an angle once again. Chovy looking to find him once again, and he will be able to do so. Pop goes the Camille. All right, Chovy knows his job. Just kill him so that he can't do anything. His Cuz gonna have to safeguard his way out of there, but Ruler looking a little worse for wear.
Pocket belt away, but ends up chunked. And then here, Chovy fishing for damage on an Effort.
Oh, Canyon.
Canyon low again.
Does have Crescent Guard this time around, though. Mega Inferno Bomb will get it out of him. And that trade of ultimates might work out here for Aiming, unless he just dies. Satchels himself away, this time holds onto it. And KT, they do manage to push Canyon back once again. They get his ultimate, but is that enough to get them a good position here in this game? As the train says no, Aiming having to flash to get himself out. Keen takes a lot of damage. It is otherwise going to be fine, and this is the price that GenG has to pay with B2D towards that bottom side. There's a kickback on Duro, and the flash in from Effort to lock down Chovy. It doesn't quite work, as there is Aiming grabbing the kill, but it's a double for Chovy. And now B2D in this backline looking to make his way in. They take out Keen, and Canyon just dives on top, and down goes the Rise. GenG writing a new script for this matchup this time, as Mega Inferno Bomb does come in. And wait,
and his Elise in, so we'll see if he can approach and try and get a steal. They're trying to stop him. Ruler's getting damage down onto him.
Teleport in from Aiming to try and offer that poke damage forward, cuz not going to get into the Baron Pit just yet. They do get the information, as there's a satchel just to be annoying. Effort's moved his way over. This is getting a little dicey as the rebuttal now. He's in the pit! Gets into the pit, but does go down. He takes down. Oh, there was no smite in that pit for a moment because Canyon was killed. But it is going to be GenG that secured in the end, thanks to Ruler. Chovy now has a very 1 second's time. KT having to make their way through a lot of watered brush. Could be very scary.
Again. Yeah, no flash, but he's been spotted.
Yeah, on that control ward as the rest of KT are able to protect him.
Another
catch in exactly the same spot. This time Perfect goes down, and Cuz is going to be singled out as well. Down to the GA as in goes Effort onto Chovy, looking to try and lock him up as Aiming still relatively safe. Gets another minefield down, and my God, the Ziggs damage is disgusting, but it's Ruler that just circumnavigates him, takes down B2D. Aiming should be going, and it's a triple for Ruler. If it's not Chovy, it's Ruler in this game.
And they managed to find the fight again. Chovy with the massive pick. No engage, it doesn't matter when Chovy is there to take out these key members of KT.
And a 6,250 Red Bull Baron power play
against these threats, because if either can go down, GenG are in such a bad spot. Effort.
Oh yeah, caught out of position. Does manage to get the hook shot stun onto Keen, but he still flashes. Now the satchel is going to get Canyon even closer to the carries. Hextech ultimatum comes on over. They're going to try and kill the Xin Zhao, and they do manage to take him out there. Cuz might just fall as well though, and True Shot Barrage separates Effort from his life force, and KT gonna have to back away licking their wounds.
I feel like
he's gonna move down towards this bottom side, wants to try and break open the base, I guess, in the meantime, as the Dragon is gonna be going over to GenG. A third Ocean, not exactly the most valuable. As Effort, I mean, that's a dangerous place to be going back, but now seeing whether maybe they can get a catch onto Ruler. He cancels the back, but Duro's still there, Canyon's still there. And KT unable to lock him down. Still teleport back from Keen, and now it's KT. Oh, the back no! He almost just killed him, and he did! Oh, B2D gonna have some choice. The ultimate betrayal. As Effort is now gonna try and make up for it by trying to take down Keen here. Mega Inferno Bomb is gonna be avoided. And KT want to make a cross map. They are going to be able to take down this tower in the mid lane. That will go down very quickly, thanks to Aiming. Not quite able to get the crystalline overgrowth for this bottom inhibitor turret. Oh, perfect. Keen now going to get tagged here. Does manage to ult to avoid getting kicked back. That was nicely done. Mega Inferno Bomb onto only a Scion, who looks like his health bar is going up. True Shot Barrage is going to sail over the top of them, and it's Effort that goes down. Yeah, Keen is immortal now.
He's so tanky, and effort is paper. Now though, they're looking for them.
Yeah, looking for an angle here towards Canyon. It's Cuz that dives on top of him. Perfect should be able to help take down the Xin Zhao, and there it is, down to his GA.
Guys, the
and
base.
KT are now also trying to take down Keen. Ruler and Chovy, though, they have all the damage, and they're going to say, you can have Keen.
Guys, they're ending the game.
Canyon,
They're ending the
we
game.
are going to win the game. Exactly
Kill the
right.
Nexus.
Nexus turret number 2 going to go down, and they have so much damage. Aiming makes it back to watch as his Nexus goes poof. And GenG will go up 1-0 in the series.
So much happened in that game. A